Solve the system of equations. Check answer with calculator. Let's put this into a matrix. We have 2, 3, negative 4, negative 3. We got 1, 1, negative 2, negative 1, and 1, 2, 1, 1. And let's get our first 0. We need a 0 right there. We can do row 1 minus 2 times row 2 and replace row 2. Now row 2 times 2 is 2, 2, negative 4, and negative 2. We have 2, 3, negative 4, and negative 3. We have 0, 1, negative 4 minus negative 4, that's 0. Negative 3 minus negative 2, that's negative 1. 1, 2, 1, 1. Our next 0 is down here in the corner. We can take 2 times row, let's start with row 1 actually. Let's go row 1 minus 2 times row 3, and we're replacing row 3. We got 2, 4, 2, and 2. We have 2, 3, negative 4, negative 3, 0, 1, 0, negative 1. And 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6, and negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. Then if we get this 0 right here, we pretty much have it done. We have row 2 plus row 3, replace row 3. 2, 3, negative 4, negative 3. We have 0, 1, 0, negative 1. And then we have 0, 0, negative 6, and negative 6. At the bottom we have negative 6z equals negative 6. Z is equal to 1. And then this one says y is equal to negative 1. Then at the top we have 2x plus 3 times negative 1 minus 4 times 1 is equal to negative 3. So 2x, let's see, we have minus 3 minus 4 equals negative 3. We have 2x minus 7 equals negative 3. When I add 7, we get 4. 2x is equal to 4. X is equal to 2. Our solution is, let's see, the x is 2, the y is negative 1, and the z is 1. Now we're going to use our calculator to solve. In our calculator, we can go to matrix. So we go to matrix, and we want to edit. This matrix is a 3 by 4. So we have 3 by 4. And we have 2, 3, negative 4, negative 3. That's the first row. Then it goes 1, 1, negative 2, negative 1. Whoops, negative 1. And then 1, 2, 1, 1. Now anything you do now will be put into this last cell, so we have to get completely out of everything, back to the home screen, and then we can go back into matrix, and we want to do some math on A, and we can do reduced row echelon form. So we're looking for RREF. That's the best way to solve these. We have reduced row echelon form, and we want matrix A in there, so we can just hit name. Press enter, and we get 2, negative 1, 1. 2, negative 1, 1. Solve the system of equations. Check answer with calculator. All right, let's do that. We have 3, 2, 1, 3. 1, negative 3, 1, 4. Negative 6, negative 4, negative 2, and 1. Well, we need our first 0 to be right here. We have row 1 minus row... we have row 1 minus 3 times row 2. And we will replace row 2. 3, 2, 1, 3. We have, well, this is going to be, let's change the color on this. 3, what do we got? Negative 9, 3, and 12. So this is going to be 0. 2 minus negative 9, that is going to be 11. 1 minus 3 is negative 2, and 3 minus 12 is negative 9. And then we have negative 6, negative 4, negative 2, and 1. Our next 0 is in the corner. I can go 2 times row 1 plus row 3 and replace row 3. 3, 2, 1, 3. We have 0, 11, negative 2, negative 9. And then we have, let's see, we have 6, 4, 2, and 6. We have 0, 0, that's nice, 0, and 7. We have 0, z is equal to 7, so we have 0 equals 7. That's not true. We have no solution. Let's use our calculator and look at what is it going to give us when we have no solution. Let's go to edit. This is still a 3 by 4. We have 3, 2, 1, and 3. 1, negative 3, 1, and 4. We have negative 6. We got negative 4, negative 2, 1. And we can quit out of this. And actually, since we replaced A with our new matrix, we can just go second entry, and we have, if you look down at the bottom here, we have the exact same thing. We can arrow over, and it has all 0. Well, not all zeros, but in this case it says 0 is equal to 1. So over here, this is actually not the solutions because we have this 0 equals 1, so no solution. Now look at these decimal values. You can get these to be fractions by hitting math, and this says make everything into fractions. So everything into fractions, and you can see the fractions here. Actually, that's nice because now you can see the whole matrix, and you can see down at the bottom row here we have 0 equals 1. Not true, no solution. Solve the system of equations. Let's set this up into a matrix. 1, 2, 1, and 8. 2, 3, negative 1, 13. 1, 1, negative 2, 5. Let's take 2 times row 1 minus row 2, and we can replace row 2. We have 2, 4, 2, and 16. So 1, 2, 1, and 8. 0, 1, 3, and 3. Then we have 1, 1, negative 2, and 5. Well, now we can take row 1 minus row 3, and replace row 3. 1, 2, 1, 8. 0, 1, 3, 3. We have 0, 1. 1 minus negative 2 is 3, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Now you can see when we take row 2 minus row 3 and replace row 3 that the bottom row is going to be all zeros. 1, 2, 1, 8, 0, 1, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0. Well, now that doesn't mean that we have all solutions. Well, we have infinitely many solutions, but we're going to be able to pick a z, and then y plus 3z is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3 minus 3z. So if we pick a value for z, the y has to be 3 minus 3z. And then x plus 2 times 3 minus 3z plus z is equal to 8. So we have x plus 6 minus 6z plus z is equal to 8. We have x, let's see, minus 5z is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 plus 5z. We have 2 plus 5z. Let's go to our calculator. We go into matrix, and I need that original matrix. We have 1, 2, 1, 8. Let's go to edit. This is still a 3 by 4. 1, 2, 2, 1, and 8. Then we have 2, 3, negative 1, and 13. And finally we have 1, 1, -2, and 5. Now we've already altered A. Let's quit out of there. We've altered A. Can I go second entry and then second entry? I think you can back up, press enter, and we can see the last row is all zeros. So infinitely many solutions, and then we could just use the rest to get the other values. Solve the system of equations and check answers with a calculator. Well, what if on this one we just used our calculator? So we have second matrix, and we're going to edit. And this now is a 3 by 5. So 3 by 5, and we have 4, 1, 2, -3, and 10. We have 3, 4, 2, 8, and 3. We have 1, 3, 4, 11, and 11. We can quit out of here, go into reduced row echelon form, press enter, and they give us ones and zeros, but down at the bottom here, we're going to have, let's see, we have W, X, Y, Z, and then the constant. So we have Y plus Z equals 4. So Y is equal to 4 minus Z. Then on the next row we have WX, we have X, and then plus 3Z is equal to -2. So X is equal to -2 minus 3Z. And then on top we have W minus 2Z is equal to 1. So W equals 1 plus 2Z. We have 1 plus 2Z, comma, there's W, X, -2 minus 3Z. The Y is 4 minus Z, and then the last one will just be Z.